you are who you are. Is some players overlap. The Bird and Magic thing, that kind of overlap. But Kareem was pretty much his own player, and then you got, Russell and Wilt, they kind of got in there together, but because of Russell's wins. But I mean, stop with the comparison. Let them be each era. This is what they did in their era,
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I just am saying I think other people probably.
No, that article, you gotta show me that article, because that's amazing. I
believe I've tried, but you always tell me you don't like to read those.
The Grantland thing again?
Yes.
Oh, Wilson. He wrote some article a day about the veto. He was upset about. Did you read that? I'm sure you read it.
I haven't read it yet.
What?
He wrote it today. I read all the other.
You normally read it like first thing in the morning. Seems like.
Yeah, I know, but today's been busy. What can I say?
Yeah, busy working.
I'll get to that.
All right. Well, we talked about NBA. Time to move on. Back to the NFL. Last week we picked Bengals at Pittsburgh. We both picked the Steelers, and I figured the Steelers would dominate, but dang.
I didn't know they would dominate like that.
Yeah, it hurt me. 19 points Pittsburgh's D put up on me in Fantasy League. Yeah, I lost. Thanks.
Well, thank you, big fan of Mike Wallace, because
Mendenhall showed up. He had 2 touchdowns.
He
had an awesome game, but that Steelers defense thing, that just kind of.
Yeah.
I lost my matchup basically just because of 19 points is ridiculous.
That's a lot for defense.
From your defense. It's ridiculous. Falcons at Texans. You picked Falcons, and I picked the Texans. It wound up being a closer game than I figured.
Those Falcons really are pissing me off.
What
are they doing? Like, what happened?
I don't know.
How did they lose that? Really? Like, TJ Yates didn't look bad. I'm not going to say he looks
bad,
but...
Here's the thing about the Falcons. They're not running the ball as much as they should.
I know.
That's
what I don't understand.
And I just don't understand what's going on. Like, Turner's having good games, and they're not, like, in the fourth quarter.
I know.
What are they doing?
And the receivers aren't really doing that well. Roddy White and Julio Jones, they're
coming
around.
Big
plays.
Roddy White's been pretty hot.
As just...
The last 2.
They're not consistent.
Since Roddy White's been pretty decent. Julio's been a little banged up and stuff. He's a rookie. You can't ask for much out of a rookie.
Really, run the ball.
Yeah, Turner's an established runner.
You have a quarterback that's great.
Even Rodgers is looking pretty nice.
Good too.
I don't understand what's going on with them. They pretty much kind of shut Aaron Foster down until pretty much the end of the game, and then he kind of got up. So they had a good run defense. So Falcons, you don't know what to expect out of that team.
They're making me mad though.
Next, we Packers and Giants. You wouldn't pick the game. I knew it would be a good game, but I had to go Packers. I was actually pretty impressed with Rodgers. I say he dominated, but I was like really impressed with the 2-minute drill. That was.
I was nervous right before then.
No, I got those feelings like before, like with Brady and Manning, and when they got the ball back after that, I was like, okay, well, good try, Giants.
Yeah.
Good score, but yeah.
I was nervous, but something I thought was really interesting. That I watched a post-game interview with Jordy Nelson, and they were asking him about one of those catches like on the sideline that he made right at the end there. And he was like, well, I wasn't really worried about stepping out because I knew that Aaron wouldn't throw me out of bounds. He's like, I knew it would be in bounds. All I had to do was catch it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that would be amazing to be able to say about your quarterback.
Well,
you know what I mean? How many receivers can really say that? That
just means, obviously, that means that Aaron Rodgers does work. He does work.
He does.
When he's not on the field or he's working. He's on the film study. He's throwing passes. He's doing that. Just means, and that's what I saw. It's just like, dude, how can you even, like, defend those type of passes? One play, the corner was there, but he just threw the ball in a spot where it was just like...
Only his receiver could get it.
If he didn't catch it, then nobody catches it. Only the receiver.
It's incredible.
It does say numbers. I do say the receivers from Green Bay, they run great routes.
They do, yeah.
They do their job. There's no improvising. They're doing their job. It seems to me like, okay, well... They're looking on tape and it's like, I'm going to hit you here, I'm going to hit you here, I'm going to hit you here. Just run your route. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know what's going on in Rodgers' head, all this different stuff, but, God, dude is great, man.
the receivers, like, different ones step up every week, it seems like.
Yeah.
It's Jones one week, it's Nelson, then it's Donald Driver, it's Greg Jennings.
Jermichael Finley. I mean, you just don't know. Even Coon's the best fullback. And fullbacks aren't even used. Coon's like a tight end / fullback. Yeah. I mean,
he's good too.
I mean, he's a red zone threat. Mm-hmm. You know, when they get down there, it's, he
scores a lot of touchdowns.
It's crazy. And you would think that team would, you would think that the Packers would, they'd be forced to have to run, but it's like, it's not much room for them to pass. How is it nobody can stop this?
Because it's like you said, he puts the ball where no one else can catch it. Sweet. And when you have people like Jermichael Finley, it's just really hard to match up against that.
Well, I mean, they figured it out. I mean, you even seen like last week with the whole doubling up on Calvin Johnson and things like that. I mean, it can happen. I mean, it's just the whole point of, it's Rodgers, really. It's just like no other quarterback is doing that right now.
But if they're like, putting an extra guy on Finley, then someone else is going to be open probably.
Look, Rodgers is number one right now.
I agree. I'm not going to
get that man an MVP. This week, good scheduling this week.
I know.
We got first game, Giants at the Cowgirls. Ooh.
Your fave.
Cowgirls coming off that loss to Arizona or whatever. I mean, you would have thought, dominate. Basically, everybody said what I said. I made this clear. I said they have a cake schedule. Just practically walked into the playoffs. That's all they had to do. Beat the Miami, beat the Buffalo, beat the Cardinals, go 1-2 with the Giants, go 1-2 with the what's that team? The Vic and them.
The Eagles.
The Eagles aren't in my vocabulary now just because they're disappointing right now. But I see them losing this week. I see the Giants coming off that momentum. They've lost 4 straight. They got momentum. Obviously, when you come that close to the defending undefeated Super Bowl champs at this time, you got some momentum. You got some good swag about you, so you feel good. You're like, okay, there's no way Dallas is as good as
that's what we just
Romo's not playing Rodgers ball.
Obviously
not even close. This team, Giants are gonna they're gonna basically. They may make it in the wild card, depending on. I mean, Falcons, I think, got something to do with that a little bit. If the Falcons can win out or kind of, lose one game here, they could bump them out. I see the downslide now for the Cowboys.
This is my problem. I don't know what to think of either of these teams. What? Because they're so inconsistent, both of them. Like, the Giants will have a really good game, and then they look like crap.
Here's the thing about the Giants. They've been banged up.
Oh, I know this.
They've been banged up. Brandon Jacobs is the worst running back in the league to me. This guy, Ahmad Johnson, is injured for like 3 to 4 games. What was it, like three games or something? Yeah. He was injured. Brandon Jacobs does nothing.
I know.
Does nothing.
He had a decent game against the Panthers.
Yes, he did. Ahmad Bradshaw returns, and he has a real good game. Best game since... It's like, dude, do you need another running back there to get you motivated? You became the number 1 running back.
That's like with Sanchez, though. Every now and again, you just got to give him a little bump,
What, with the Brunel thing?
Yeah.
He still lost. Did he lose that week?
He was still...
No, they won.
They played much better. So sometimes you just got to give them... Sometimes guys do need that little competitive...
But...
I don't know why.
This is the same guy that was like, we don't run it enough. Why? You have Eli Manning, who I think is playing probably top 3 best quarterback right now. Like right now, playing in this season. He's good. He's got the receivers. He's had some banged. They've been hurt.
Yeah.
Manahan's been hurt. Seemed like every other game he's hurt. Nix gets banged up. Cruz is the best.
That's your boy.
Yeah, Cruz lights it up for me in fantasy league, but. These guys, he has Ballard. He's doing what he's got to do, but like I said...
But the Cowboys have great players, too.
Yeah.
And they stink. Like, it just doesn't...
Except last week when that running game got shut down and they didn't know what to do.
I know.
Had no clue what to do when the running game got shut down.
That's why I don't know what to make of this game. I really don't. But I'm just going to go ahead and, to be different, I'll pick the Cowgirls.
Miles Austin will be back, so and Lauren Robinson's a little banged up, so should be a good game. But I got Giants.
What a crapshoot.
I don't think so. I think it'll be worse than we think, just because I think Bradshaw will be back in swing. He'll be full in swing, and things because before, remember how good they were before. Yeah, they lost 4 straight, and they had 3 games was without Bradshaw.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just think he'll be back in flow, full week, ready to go. Next game we got Bears and Broncos. Now I don't want y'all
to talk about this, but
you gotta talk about it. I don't want y'all to think I'm picking on the Bears. I got a lot of Facebook friends, a lot of friends.
Go ahead, pick on them.
I'm not. I think it's over. I kind of feel like it's over.
I kind of do too.
It's gonna take us a while, another couple weeks before it's finalized. But I think it's over. I mean, Forte getting hurt.
I am a Packer fan, obviously, but and no shade to the Bears. Just being honest, as a football fan, I think
it's too many injuries. I mean. Colors out.
Not good.
Wow. And I said,
I
said, no, I didn't say, I said he would fit in.
Mm-hmm.
But, God, Color was really,
I don't think people gave him credit, because really his offensive line is so bad.
Color was figuring it out.
Bad.
I mean, Color, that offensive line is terrible.
It's awful.
But Color was figuring it out, and they were on a roll. I mean, I was just like the Bears. I immediately said they're going to be in the playoffs. I was hoping they play us, the Niners, NFC West champs.
Don't brag about that.
It's whatever.
NFC West.
9 years, whatever.
Come on.
But anyway, I just really thought they were just going to get that way in there, be on a nice little hot team.
They were super scary.
Color goes down, and then when Forte went down, and to lose to Palco the Great off of one touchdown that was a Hail Mary, something you do in the backyard.
Excuse me, Chicago Bears. What happened on that play? What happened?
Well, they batted it down. It's just McCluster was there.
Bat it backwards. Do something.
Well, really what happened was it looked like Urlacher was going to catch it. And the dude behind, I don't even know who it was behind, he swatted it out of Urlacher's hand.
Yeah.
And McCluster was just standing there. Well, he was laying there. It seemed like he was just laying on the ground. But
okay, I'm going to say this, though. And this is shade. I'll say that. But finally, the Bears don't have good luck. It's been so many years that they've had great luck. You have to admit it. Come on. How lucky is that team sometimes?
Yeah. Well, you
like
guys...
That, what was it?
You guys kind of qualifying that luck calendar.
The 13-3 season, where it was just like fluke after fluke after fluke.
Yeah, it was played a lot of bad. Everybody's saying the same thing about my Niners. They said we're gonna be the best 13-3 team, or the worst 13-3 team.
I would disagree with that.
I feel like
we have a great defense.
We beat some quality play. I mean, we lost 2 losses. Overtime against Dallas, who's at this point is leading the division, but not after Sunday. They actually have a lot of talent. And then we got crushed by the Ravens, which was still a close game until about the third when it just got dominated.
And the Ravens are a good team.
We're talking about the best defense.
And your offense has been good.
I know the Texans statistically are the best defense, but Ravens are crack down. Come on, that's the best defense in the league right now. I mean, hands down. So, fact of the matter is, it's gonna be a tough game for the Bears this week. Yes,
and they get to go to Denver.
Okay, so here's my scenario this week. Falcons will win. They're gonna beat Carolina.
Yep.
Giants are gonna win. They're gonna beat Dallas. Bears lose again. Now that doesn't knock them out yet.
No.
They're still in the playoff hunt. But it gets them closer because now the role reversals again. Giants get ahead of their division.
Right.
And then Dallas becomes number 5.
Right.
And then Bears go to 6. But then now the Bears have the Falcons breathing down their back.
And they still don't have a quarterback or a running back.
Yep.
Well, they do have a running back. Marion Barber's not bad, but he's no Forte.
Yeah, who's that other guy? I don't know. They was talking about him. Pick him up. He was a waiver wire pickup.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, Forte, I don't think he's going to come back. Guys should have paid him. I mean, management should have paid him.